excited.
What exactly happened? I guess I'll find out in a little bit, right? Right?
Yeah, on my part, nothing wrong.
You know how it'd be. You're a total hood rat. Just kidding.
Yeah, come on, man. Turn that shit down. This guy always.
Well, the Matrix is. They're about to get Cal.
Hit your muscle under your escape and turn it down to whisper. That's the team. You hit your muscle under your escape button, it'll turn to whisper mode.
It appears that we are lacking the defense attorney on my right.
You should be making waves very, very soon, Your Honor.
Sorry?
You should be making waves very, very soon. I'll give him a ring.
Okay.
Defense, okay.
Because it is 8:02. He needs to be here within the next 3 minutes.
And I'll be representing myself, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. Is that something you're choosing to do, or is that something that has led you?
Oh, I'm choosing to do it.
Okay. And you are versed in law, I suppose. We can.
I have a decent background in law.
Okay.
I think this is a pretty clear-cut case, so we don't need to.
Okay.
Worry about a lawyer.
Okay. Two more minutes. Do we have an officer that can be serving as bailiff for today's court?
Yes, if there was an officer that could serve as the bailiff. I'm not 100% sure what that duty entails, but
yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay.
Judge.
Thank you.
listen, we always know we don't want you to do that.
One more minute.
Yep.
Last thing we need is another lawsuit at PD. Come on.
Okay, sounds good. Mr. Judge, he's on his way. He was at the hospital, he said.
Okay.
Oh, I can confirm that. He was dead outside of PD and I dropped him off on the way here.
Okay. All right. We can make exception then. Do we have an ETA on his arrival?
He just said that he was on his way.
Okay. And your attorney's name, is that Rick James?
Yeah, it's Rick James.
Okay.
DJ, you a bitch.
Rick James. I'm Rick James. Show me them titties.
Your call is.
Because he's not answering my phone.
I don't believe he has a Bluetooth, so he's just probably driving
Okay.
his phone in his pocket. He's got one of those 1986 Coronets. because I'm watching my movie in the background. I'm just trying to be a good bailiff
in the front.
for our honorable Jose. He's an absolute gem.
Excuse me?
Sir, if you keep this
Constantine smells
Could
like
make some money.
donuts and coffee.
Okay. The court's gonna have to start without him.
There he is.
Ah, okay. Right on time. Nuts.
For the delay,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Right on time.
Okay.
How you doing, ladies?
I'd like to push for a mistrial for his attorney being late.
Yeah, okay.
We provide 5 minutes after the scheduled
Oh,
time.
it's 6. It's 6, Your Honor.
1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay.
Right. The court is now calling Danny Frost and Casper versus 3 police officers. And we have here present defendant Khalil Phoenix.
People, I need
Yeah.
quiet.
I'm here to defend myself. As for the others, I don't know. Your
All
Honor.
right. So the record
He's guilty.
is now on. Beginning with the plaintiff and the plaintiff attorney. Please state your full names for the record.
Rick James, attorney for Danny Cash and Casper.
Kal-El Phoenix representing
Frost.
himself.
Danny Frost. My apologies.
Thank you. Very well. Opening statements begin now. The burden of proof lies on the shoulders of the plaintiff to prove their claims to be true beyond reasonable doubt. You can provide an opening statement or you can waive.
I will provide an opening statement, Your Honor.
Right.
People, I demand quiet. You are in a court.
Bailiff,
Yes.
you're fully authorized to remove anyone that is creating a distraction.
Yes.
Box is,
If
Everyone put on Whisper.
if anybody in the court is watching something and
Or Whisper. Or mute.
It's not
It's on
me.
this side. Somewhere over here.
I don't hear it. I think it's Khalil Phoenix lying again.
It's very quiet in my ears. I think we're good now, Your Honor.
All right.
All right, Your Honor. As you may know, and the evidence has been provided, these officers had violated the rights of my clients when they shot at them without them they were not an imminent threat at the time.
Are you, I'm sorry to interrupt, counsel. Are you on your loud voice or your normal voice?
Don't know how to do that, Your Honor.
Okay.
The muscle under your escape. Click that. You should see in the bottom right of your eyes. It should say what range you're talking in.
There it is. You hear me
Perfect.
better, Your Honor?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
All right. So at the time that my clients were in the presence of the officers, they were turned back from them and walking away, and the officers had the opportunity to either use non-lethal force to apprehend my clients, and they opted out with opening fire and injuring them, and one of them was actually in cuffs. So we would review the evidence, and it would show that my claims, or the claims rather, from my clients are true.
Now,
I yield at this time, Your Honor.
thank you. Um, we'll pass the bench on to the defendant with an opening statement, or do you waive?
I will speak, Your Honor.
Right? Bench is
Um,
yours.
Your Honor, I believe this is a clear-cut case. As the defense over there explained, from what I've gathered from this court case, is that everyone is being sued individually for their actions and their actions only. So in this case, my actions are very clear-cut. I released Danny Frost over there as I was supposed to during a hostage situation. I retrieved my officer, uncuffed him, and I did not draw any weapon until my officers and myself were being shot towards. I did not fire preemptively. I only fired in self-defense and self-defense alone. And as for the second, Danny Frost, as she was running away, I did start to fire my weapon, but I did not hit her. I stopped instantly as I noticed that she was cuffed, and I literally called out on the radio, "She's cuffed, just grab her." This is a clear-cut case, Your Honor. That is all.
Thank you. Plaintiff, the bench is now yours to prove that all the claims you're making are factually evident within the exhibits presented to the court. That is the only admission the court will take. If I hear hearsay, speculation of any kind, from either party, the court will not take that into account unless it's in factual evidence. Please do showcase and demonstrate to the court that your claims are factually evident.
Right, Your Honor. So may I ask to the officer that at the time that you released my clients, was you in the act of releasing the handcuffs of the officer that they obviously released?
Yes, as I was directed to by the other officer, and at that time there was no reason for him to be continued to be handcuffed.
All right. So you telling the court that after you released him, you did not open fire on my clients without them even opening fire at you guys, as evidence of your own body cam that showed that you opened fire immediately. As after your partner opened fire as well.
As my body cam will show, I did not draw my weapon until the defendant,
All covered.
Cash,
Put 'em in the food.
started to open fire on my officer. My weapon stayed in my holster until it became a self-defense for
Yeah.
both my officer
I'll put
and
'em in the-
myself.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I hear someone speaking.
Yeah, there's something behind me still going on. Someone's background noise.
Whoever just spoke, bailiff, have them removed. I can't have any interruptions.
No, I still hear it. Move to the back of the courtroom then, or turn down your voice box. So, I think we're gonna have to remove someone behind us here. I think it's one in the black. I could be wrong. Is it that one or the other one? I think it's the other one.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's the one in black and red with the chain on. You can literally see his mouth still moving. Come on, bailiff.
I can't get to him. I didn't creep.
Thank you. Very well. Please do proceed.
Does anyone have anything to drink? I'm sorry, I am very thirsty.
Yes.
Didn't you already go to the hospital
Thank
for
you.
something along those lines? Very
Thank you,
true.
appreciate it.
Very true. And now someone's echoing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What the hell is going on in this courthouse?
Let's remain silent. All right, pardon the brief disruption there that was dealt with. Please do proceed.
As per the evidence that we have obtained by the body footage of the body cam of the officer, it seems clear that my client was walking away
I
from
hear a
the
car.
officers
Yep.
as the officer that was released
Officer.
started opening fire, and my oh 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 oh
Oh,
Oh, what the?
she put a hit out on me.
you all
She
right?
put a hit out on.
At this time, Your Honor, I am going to go ahead and perform my duties as a EMS, and will help these officer. I'll be able to help you. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'll be able to help you. All right.
Oh.
Give me 1 second, officer. All right. All right.
Oh my god! Oh my god! My ex-colleague!
She did it. She put a hit on me.
Everybody return
All right.
inside.
I don't have any at
Whoever
this
shot you,
time.
I'm gonna make sure I remove their weenus.
Constantine? Yeah, it is.
Your Honor, I think it's clear that not only is their lawyer not good at lawyering, he's not good at EMS either. Oh,
I do not have my EMS stuff at this time, so don't hate while you almost dying
oh
there.
God. Oh.
Alright, let's get started.
Can someone wipe off the blood?
Can I
don't
request
go ahead and
police
perform
presence
CPR
at
because he could
postal
bleed out
640,
at
the
the same
courthouse?
time if I was to be pumping.
Yeah, Jose, can you hear me?
Pressure.
Yes, I can.
Boom, pressure
I
right
have
back of the
police
thing.
presence standing outside now,
He's
armed
Okay.
gonna have to be taken
with
to the
live
hospital.
ammunition. We can continue.
Okay.
Officers,
All right.
you're gonna have to take him down to the hospital.
I don't want him to bleed out.
Yeah, he's gonna bleed out here.
Oh God.
Do we need a brief recess?
Yes, we're gonna have to take a
yes,
recess
Okay.
so the officer get taken care of.
Very well.
And we
Court.
will remain on the
Court will be adjourned momentarily for recess.
And for I'll have my officers remain
Go ahead,
outside
go ahead.
with live ammo.
Thank you.
Oh my god, this shit is all bloody now. What the fuck was
How
that
are
all
you doing
about?
today?
Do we
Mr.
know?
Lawyer.
Do we know who did that?
No.
I do not.
Did
Came from the
anyone?
back.
Did anyone capture it?
Nope.
Yeah, I have that on
I
body
did not.
cam. Let me go back to it. Let me circle back onto it, and I'll let you know if I
Okay.
could see anything that
Right.
maybe you need to see.
I was-
Being honest with you, Judge, if we're gonna have these kind of issues, we need to have them body searched and
That's
police officers
that's
hold on to
usually
everybody's weapons.
that's usually what happens. But in this one, people are just being allowed to come in. Let me check outside to see actually how they're taking care of things. This should not be allowed to happen.
No, that's why I said if people need their guns removed until a court case is over and they get them back, or if they want to do this dumb shit.
Are you serious?
And I shot back. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh my god.
Oh
fuck that?
Oh, Constantine, I'm loving the car I bought off of you, by the way. The NSX.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. That was one of my favorite cars, but it was so loud when I was driving it.
No, I love it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Snack, but it was a kind of like
Okay,
a snack
okay.
for like the court case plus dinner.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the way you worded it, god damn. Not calling. I'm just saying.
Seems
Your
like
eating
calling her
habits
fat.
are.
A little bit.
No, 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 no. No, listen.
okay, he
Everybody's
is
eating
fat.
habits are different. Oh, I do. I'm a big lady. You know, she into it, she in the lady.
If I need you, I sit up front.
Yeah.
Okay, he appears to be fine.
Yeah. Hey.
See what
On
happens.
my eyes, there's a bullet hole right through the door.
There's
blood all
blood.
over it now. What the fuck?
Mm,
Can we have a cleanup on aisle 1?
Assassination attempt. Defense.
Yep.
No, you cannot do those kind of allegations. Don't do those kind of allegations in court. That's not a good idea, bro.
Counter suit coming.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh lord. This is beautiful. Alright. Officer, you alright now?
Yes, I'm ready to answer your question whenever
now,
Your Honor allows me.
now your blood is all over the fucking place. I
know.
apologize, Your Honor, if I may curse, but wow, that is big puddle here.
recess is over. We can resume
Your Honor,
where
for
we
your
left
safety-
off in. Excuse me.
For your safety and my safety and everybody's safety in the court, I'll request for everybody that is sitting behind us to go ahead and be body searched. I do not want this to happen again.
Yeah, that's no problem. We also have officers standing outside the door with live rounds. Just for the purpose.
All right. While that's happening,
Not carrying anything, right?
we can go ahead and resume on record and pick up where we left off. This is once again the case of Donnie Frost and Cash Purr versus Khalil Phoenix. You may resume cross-examination.
Is that me, Your Honor? He asked me a question. I can answer it.
Please.
Your Honor, the question was basically that I shot prior. Actually, let me backtrack here, sir. Your Honor,
No,
sorry.
I could ask again if you want.
Yeah, ask it again for me, just so I can
Yeah.
remember clearly. Sorry.
So, as per the evidence
Look, they are out the
by your
vehicle
body
and
cam, it showed that my client was walking away from your officer. As you released the officer from his handcuffs, he opened fire on my client. Therefore, my client reacted.
You can take your fellow officer back,
self-defense,
and you can take my friend back, okay?
Before she even
Okay.
fired,
I'm gonna make sure
you
the end
opened
here.
fire as well.
So, as I said before, I can only defend my own action.
Of course.
Me uncuffing an officer had no part in what happened. Me uncuffing an officer had nothing to do with the actions of another person. I could not foresee what that officer would have done after uncuffing them. And like I said in my prior statement, I did not fire my weapon until my officer and my life were in jeopardy as your client, Cash Purr, started to open fire. I'm not saying she opened fire first, but I'm saying she started to open fire, and at that point, I acted in self-defense for myself and my officers.
And as per that, you also opened fire on someone who was
Hold on.
actually cuffed at the
Hold on.
time. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'm following both narratives here. However, I think both sides are failing to illustrate the actual scenario that is happening.
Would you mind explaining
Why
the
do we
entire
have
scenario, Your Honor?
an exchange of a civilian for an armed officer that no one has explained, and that's contextually very important.
Your Honor,
I
I
would
can
start
explain
from the
it in
beginning, Your
very
Honor.
straight detail if you'd like.
Well,
I mean, if we have a police report, I would love to hear someone read out the police report.
I can read my police report if you'd like.
Please.
Okay. So this is my police report. PD responded to a hostage situation after a short negotiation. Civilian was saved, and a police chase ensued after the defense left. The police chase went on for some time, but ended in a 1050, Your Honor, which is a vehicle crash, which ejected Kashper from the vehicle, who she was the main occupant. And the other suspect started to drive Danny Frost from there and took control of the vehicle and continued the police chase. The vehicle was eventually stopped, and the accused was subsequently arrested. While processing, a panic alarm from Officer Zaret Argo came in as he was taken hostage by the original driver, Kashper. Negotiations were made to switch at PD. Once the switch was done, Officer Harago engaged in a firefight, which resulted in both the accused in custody with no other injuries from other officers. If you'd like, I could explain the entire scenario in a more detail, but that is my short summary of what happened.
What I would like is a short overview summary of what is happening on this footage that the court has received.
So, in the footage that the court has received, I had just left cells with Danny Frost.
Right.
Because my officer was speaking on behalf of me through radio to negotiate for my officer's release, which was Zaret.
Okay.
We agreed to meet at the front of PD and exchange the two hostages. I walk out of the station and proceed towards roadway.
Okay.
I walked towards the defendant with my hands up and made the exchange. I then took control of my officer. He requested that I uncuff him, and that is when he began to open fire on Cash as she was and Danny as they were walking across the street.
Now we're talking.
Cash then turned and began shooting back at my officer. At this point, I acted in self-defense. My
Objection, Your Honor.
officer, as well.
What is
as
the
myself-
hold on. What's the basis of your objection?
As per the evidence that we have received, it's not my client firing first. at the
Sustained.
officers, it was my client firing after they got fired at.
Which is exactly what I said if you listen carefully. I said that my officer opened fire and Cash returned fire, which is when I acted in self-defense to protect my officer as well as myself, putting down Cash onto the ground, and then I proceeded to walk up the ramp to get cover.
Hold on. Let me verify so far that both of those claims are true. The claim made that the officer requested for you to uncuff him. That is evident, yes. Second claim, and correct me or correct the court if the court misheard the claim made, being that they opened fire first. Is that the claim I heard?
No, Your Honor. I said
No,
that
okay.
my officer opened fire.
Right?
Then the defendant, Cash, turned around and returned fire.
Okay.
At that point, when there was obviously they were firing against my officer as well as
Okay.
myself.
All right.
I began to open
Objection,
fire.
Your Honor.
No, 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 no,
You're
no,
not
no.
saying
Hold
that
on,
at the
hold on,
beginning.
hold on, hold on.
Okay.
I mean the direction of my
Hold on a second. Let the record reflect that the first shot opened was by the other officer directly at. Would Danny Frost raise her hand? Thank you. Casper, please raise your hand.
Casper?
Thank you. All right. So let the record reflect that the first shot evident on the footage was directly towards Casper.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, did you enter negotiations with anyone in order to facilitate this exchange?
I was speaking through another officer to exchange the two hostages. Well, not hostage, a hostage and the person in custody, Danny
Okay.
Frost, at the front of PD.
All right. So the decision of that officer to open fire immediately upon the end of that exchange placed the lives of many people at risk. That included his own life. That
I don't
included
disagree, Your Honor.
that included your life and the life of other civilians. Luckily, within the vicinity, only 4 people, which are the 4 people involved in this exchange, are present.
5, Your Honor.
Okay, haven't gotten to that portion yet. So go ahead and carry on. Now that claims are cleared.
Yep. So once Cash returned fire and began shooting at my officer, that is when I got out my firearm and began shooting to protect my officer as well as my safety and the other officer that was on scene, because I didn't believe that this was going to end after one officer was put down. I then got cover behind the barrier and did begin to shoot in the direction of the other defender, Danny Frost, not striking her with any of my bullets, and stopped immediately as soon as I realized that she had not been uncuffed by Casper. And
Oh, no, yeah.
Let the record reflect. Let the record reflect. No, don't object while I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
Let the record reflect that both individuals, not police department, but the civilians, were both facing away from the officers, not posing an immediate threat or risk to their lives. And Casper was shot in her back.
Your Honor, can I object for a second here?
Object to what?
To what you just said.
What I'm objecting to is I feel like this case right now is being done as an overall case against PD when in fact they sued individually. So the only
That is
in
clear.
question right now
That
are
is clear.
my actions and my actions alone. And I
Right.
feel like this is being painted in a picture that is for all the officers involved versus just individually.
You're the only one that showed up.
And I'm only here for myself.
Oh, as what I was gonna say with my objection would have been that even before my client opened fire, you opened fired. Then after you opened fired a few times, you went behind the barrier and then opened fired again. And my client was only acting in self-defense when you officers started opening fire towards them. You was also involved. That is the reason why we are talking about specifically your actions. I'm not talking about the other actions because you actually took action as well.
Your Honor, I would like the court to review Exhibit 2, my body cam footage, and show that I did not pull my firearm until Casper began firing towards my officer.
Okay, so are you understanding the rebuttal here, which is that they opened fire because initially the officer opened fire.
Again, that has nothing to do with my action.
It doesn't, but it is directly involved with the actions that proceeded afterwards that are directly linked with you.
But I didn't put my own life in jeopardy.
You did.
Someone else did. I was
The
protecting.
minute
myself.
you pulled out your firearm,
So was I supposed to just stand there and get shot?
no,
Your Honor?
you're law enforcement. You can't stand around and do
Exactly. So
nothing.
in the case of someone pulling a firearm on another officer,
Mhm.
they are using lethal force against an officer, and I have to act accordingly. Whether my officer pulled it first or not, it's now being pointed directly at our officers, and we have to act accordingly.
Which you did. There are implications for those actions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. The footage you're requesting the court to review, I'm currently reviewing,
Yes, Your Honor.
and it appears 2 shots. Okay. Now the person that you shot down, sure, you could have justifications for shooting her down, although she was defending herself.
This is what point in the case we're currently reviewing, Your Honor.
Right. Now, the one that is handcuffed, what are your justifications for that?
So, like I said before, Your Honor, I got behind cover and I pulled out my firearm and began shooting,
Mhm.
but I did not strike the individual, and stopped immediately as I realized that the person was still in handcuffs
Right.
and had not been released by Casper.
Let's review that footage. Just a
You'll
second.
see my gun line stray very right during that to avoid hitting her. Just grab her. She's in cuffs.
Now, Maria, namely, ex-police officer, she's wielding a weapon as well. Was she
Non-lethal shotgun.
right? Was she aware of the circumstances surrounding this scenario?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Nonetheless, she still shot a restrained individual.
Yes.
Okay. Understood.
Your
If
Your
you-
Honor,
Honor,
he
this
also
officer's
shot
in-
at her while she was in cuffs.
That is
we are not
evident.
we are not aware if the shots injured her in any way because
Mhm.
we didn't see anything beyond that because we only have his body cam. But you don't know because he was just shooting and he knew she was handcuffed because he even said it on the radio, which is the reason why she's suing him.
Now,
So,
PD,
Your Honor,
the court would like to ask, way before this exchange happened, what was the initial reason why these individuals engaged in this behavior?
So, Your Honor, we were called to the family Phillip for a hostage negotiation. The defense Casper and Danny had taken a civilian hostage and were making demands for their release, for his release. We provided the stuff to get that civilian released, and then they took off in a in a vehicle, and we began chasing them. Like I said before, it ended up resulting in them crashing.
Hold on a second. I think I'm hearing gunshots outside.
Go
I
for it.
got my officers that are in the lobby.
don't
Check
wanna get
outside
shot
for
again.
gunfire, please.
Okay, proceed.
So it was a long chase, which resulted with the
10-4.
defense Casper crashing into a barrier on a bridge, which ejected her from the vehicle. At that point, I asked one of the officers to retrieve her because I suspected that she was injured beyond ability, like she was not going to be able to go anywhere. And I continued towards the vehicle because Danny Frost was still inside. She got into the driver's seat and then took off, started another police chase. Little did I know that the officers that were looking for Cash Per couldn't find her at the time because she had survived the crash somehow, even going through the windshield and all. So we ended up catching up to Danny Frost in a tunnel. We pitted her vehicle, and she exited the vehicle, and I tackled and arrested her, and then brought her back to the station. While I was bringing back to the station, Officer Zaret there was impounding the vehicle.
Can you do me a favor?
During that time,
check the guy
panic
on the
alarm went off, and Cash Per the defense took my officer hostage to negotiate the release of her friend there, which is then what moved into the main clip body cam footage that we provided.
Okay,
May I, Your Honor?
please.
Huh?
Please.
All right.
Fucking officers,
So
man.
Who's talking? Who's talking and,
that is
who's using foul language in court?
Guys,
Who?
while the judge is in presence here, let's keep it down. Nobody's speaking while he's speaking.
The gentleman in the black up here, at the very top.
Who?
I
Who?
don't hear anything, Your Honor.
It's up on the balcony there.
Oh, above us.
All right. Take him into custody and charge him with contempt of court.
DJ, place him in custody. Charge him with contempt of court, please.
Proceed, please.
All right, Your Honor. So we have heard the side of the story of the officer, and I believe that is a good time for us to hear the my two clients' side of the story. So I will call for Cash Per to step to the podium.
Okay. Now,
Able to hear me loud and clear?
now,
It'll be over there. The podium will be over
please come on to my left side.
there. Left side.
Just up here if you can.
Left side. Yeah.
Over
Left,
here,
left.
Cash, please.
Left.
Brother.
Just up here, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Please raise your right hand.
Cash, if you can raise your hands, please.
Cash Per, you do solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that all statements and testimonies you're to provide this court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I declare truth information.
Excuse me?
I declare truth information.
It's either I swear or I affirm.
I swear.
Thank you. You may be seated. Cross-examine.
No. Before.
All right, Miss Casper, can you kindly explain to the court what transpired the time that you and your friend were shot at by the 3 Neon Police Department officers?
I may. So, straight as we were leaving the store, as our police officers did go over one demand of including one interceptor, and I can obviously have clear evidence of this as well. As soon as we left the store, we were already getting shot at in our vehicle, and that already endangered us before even leaving the scenario at all.
Please be direct with the answer. Please be direct with the answer.
We were already endangered as
Gotcha.
soon as we left the store with shots fired.
And what was the reason that the officers gave y'all for shooting at you guys while y'all was at the store, or leaving the store, rather?
It was never a hostile situation at all to begin with.
Mm.
Hence why we were also confused on why we were, upheld with a situation where we got guns drawn on us, straight away as soon as we entered our vehicle.
Was there any crime committed at the time that you guys were at the store?
At the time, we did have one hostage, but that hostage was our basically negotiator because
Oh.
someone stole our Kit Kat, basically, you know.
Wait,
We had a bag of Kit Kats.
hold on. The hostage was also your negotiator?
Yeah, so he was basically talking to us as that hostage stole our Kit Kats. Hence why he was
The
held hostage because the
hostage.
owner wasn't responding to us.
Okay. Does PD have knowledge of this testimony?
No, Your Honor.
Negative.
Okay. All right. Why would they? How could they have that knowledge? Okay.
Nothing was put into evidence, Your Honor.
Proceed.
All right. So as you was leaving the store and you got into the car, the officers began to shoot at you guys without giving y'all any demands or without even telling y'all why they were doing what they were doing. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So the court will call for Danny
Hold on before the next witness is called up.
Okay.
Officer Phoenix, you also have the right to cross-examine any witness.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to cross-examine.
Go ahead.
I keep confusing your name.
So, Cash, you mentioned that you didn't feel that it was a hostile environment at the store there, correct?
Yes, it was not a hostile environment, no.
So, with your history in policing, would you not say taking a hostage at gunpoint a hostile situation?
There was no endangerment at all.
So you're saying there was no endangerment for the civilian in there who had a gun to the head, and you were demanding to kill him if you were not given the demands that you provided.
Objection, Your Honor. Argument.
Overruled. He's asking a yes or no answer.
There was never a statement that there was a
Overruled.
hostile.
Overruled. It is directly associated with the line of questioning. Proceed.
I can disagree. This is not a hostile situation, as there was no bullets fired at all. There was nothing that could cause bodily harm at all. No one injured anyone at the situation at all. We were trying to go away from that situation peacefully, as well as you guys, as well as the civilian as well. But you ended up endangering both of our lives, myself and Danny's, right as we got into our vehicle.
So your defense here is that that a hostage situation with a gun pointed to the back of a civilian's head is not a hostile situation, and there was no endangerment with a loaded gun to a civilian's head inside a store if we didn't meet your demands.
So I can definitely agree that my gun was not loaded to begin with.
So at what
There's
point
no,
during the situation did you
there
load
is,
the gun off?
do we have evidence of a gun being taken into evidence or bullets?
I was not the processing officer.
Okay.
Casper.
Okay, so then
I'm
that
not sure.
that will be categorized as hearsay and striked from the record, since there is no evidence to sustain that claim. Let's do proceed.
Which part would be straight from the record, Your Honor? The fact that
There were
the gun to the head?
there were no bullets inside of that firearm.
Okay, I cannot prove that there was a bullet in the firearm. I can just prove that there was a gun involved, right? Like, which they obviously already said that.
Do you feel that the witness has answered your questions directly, or
I still have another question. Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine.
So, in your history with PD, when someone does an action like this, pointing a gun to someone's head in a hostage situation, and they are allowed passage away, is it not reasonable for an officer to shoot at a person's tires to prevent them from getting away and possibly continuing or doing another offense similar to that if they're allowed to go free?
That's a compounded question. Sorry. Try to rephrase it with sectioning it rather than adding on to.
So, is it not reasonable to think that a person who just committed a criminal or a felony offense of a hostage situation, being able to leave, would not commit another offense like that again?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculative.
I'm just asking
That
about
would
our
be
history.
that would be speculative if it was a crime not associated with the claims being made. But this is relevant because it's speaking about the alleged crime.
Withdrawn.
So, how would you answer that, witness? Would that be a fair assessment? Would that be a fair statement to make?
No more questions, Your Honor.
You hold on. You're compelled to answer. Did she answer?
No, Your Honor.
Cash, you may answer.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's fair to bring my past experience, but I can definitely answer your question in the most reasonable way for safety for both sides. Would you like me to answer that?
I asked the question, yes.
Okay. Well,
Now, in any crime in the past tense, not related to this allegation, you wouldn't have to answer. You're not obligated to answer. But if it's related directly to what's alleged in this case, then you are bound to answer.
Your Honor, he is asking me, how would a police officer go about this duty?
You're not a
This
police
offended?
officer.
I agree.
I said in her prior history, if this was the
I
case.
do not need to tell you how it was in my prior history. You guys should already understand how it should go.
Okay. That's all the questions I got, Your Honor.
All right, plaintiff, you may step down, witness.
So the court will call for Danny Frost. to step up to the stand.
Bailiff, would you help the witness step down and she can return to her podium?
You can return, Cash.
What's you?
Just raise up, yeah.
Thank you.
You may proceed, Danny.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, Ms. Danny Frost, please raise your right hand. Danny Frost, do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that all statements, testimonies you're about to provide this court are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God under the penalties of law.
I swear.
Okay, you may
I
be
solemnly
seated.
swear.
Cross-examination may begin.
Okay, Miss Danny,
Hello.
correct? All right, Miss Danny, can you tell us or explain rather to the court what transpired the night that the officers from the Neon Police Department opened fire on you and Miss Casper?
Do I start from the beginning or do I start from that at the station?
Exactly from the beginning, but keep it a little short so the court will understand.
Of course. Me and my companion over there, Cash, went into a gas station with civilian, and he was held at gunpoint, yes, but neither of the guns were loaded. the officers pulled up to the gas station, came and talked to us, and made sure the hostage was okay. We let the hostage go, and as we were getting into our vehicle, they shot our tire. So right there, we were already feeling threatened, so we ran from said police officers. And then we got into a police chase for a little bit, where then Miss Cashper flew out the vehicle, and I took control of the vehicle, which led into a another police chase. But in that police chase, they fired upon my vehicle, leaving my vehicle undrivable, to where I got out and I was tackled and detained by the officer standing in front of me, Mr. I forgot his name.
Captain Phoenix.
Captain
That would
Phoenix,
be
I'm so
Phoenix,
sorry.
yeah.
And then he took me into the police station, where he put me in a cell, and then that's when I heard that my partner over there took another officer hostage to guarantee my return. And then once she arrived to PD with the other officer that was taken, Mr. Phoenix walked me outside while I was still cuffed to exchange myself for the officer, and he did not uncuff me. He let me go. And then that's when we started to walk off, and the other officers started shooting at us with their backs
I'm
turned.
sorry. Sorry to intercede. Just a second. Attention, law enforcement. The individual to my right upstairs is to be taken into custody and processed for contempt of court. This is the second time.
He's got a gun. Sorry, wrong thing. So sorry about that.
I had to draw my weapon.
Jim, put him in custody. Put cuffs on him.
Bring. Oh, shit, never mind. I'm down.
The on your honor's down.
I will help you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna go.
Have him brought before me before he leaves.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, got you, Your Honor.
Don't let them take it away. Bring
him in here.
Someone call 911.
Let me call 911. Sorry.
Oh, there's no one on duty, Your Honor. I got you.
Okay.
Don't take him to jail yet.
Don't die me, Your Honor. Tell me my vehicle despawned. Oh, you son of a bitch. How did mine
Who's
go
that?
and all these other ones are here?
Did we miss the court? Did we miss the court thing?
Your Honor got shot.
Oh my god! Is there people still in there?
Yes.
Alright.
Give me one sec, Your Honor. Just need to break into this PD car.
Oh my god!
Go. Look up. Oh, this car is terrible. Oh, excuse me. There you go, Your Honor.
Thank you. What the hell? Ugh.
What's going on, Escobar?
You got downed?
Oh no, I got knocked out
Okay.
by freaking out of a car.
Okay. Where the fuck is the exit? Oh. Oh fuck. Ow! Alright. We can go.
Perfect. I don't know how. Got this. We got this. Maybe. What? There we go. We're good, Your Honor.
Can you give me a brief overview of what just happened?
Sir, you asked one of the officers arrest someone for contempt of court. That person pulled a firearm and shot you.
Okay. And how many times did I ask them to do that?
That was, I think, the second time you requested it.
Okay.
Once by another officer, and then now by that one.
Okay. Why did they not comply on the first request?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay.
I was defending myself in court.
Okay.
Where am I going? I think it's this way, right? Yeah.
640.
No, not this way then. I can't remember.
It's 640.
I think I see it now. Maybe. Oh my lord. Give me a sec. Can you tell I know where City Hall? I've never been until this proceeding, so.
640.
640.
Yes.
I'm still looking. I can't even find 640.
Just do think flex your / postal 640.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Oh, Your Honor, you're my hero. I knew I was off by a street or two.
I think about this case, I think we got it all wrapped now. We're just gonna finish it now.
Perfect, because I have an event at 10, which already started.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll wrap it up now.
Especially after 2 assassination attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Please leave.
Someone bring that man to jail for attempt murder of a government official.
Add contempt of court.
And contempt of court.
Hey.
Yeah, get him some medical attention. I'm sure he could be revived.
Ain't no EMS.
Yeah.
We're fucked over, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Officer.
Yes.
Do you care to have everybody here?
Are you okay, Mr.
Checked, body
Honor?
checked.
I'm okay now,
Make that
thank you.
everybody's clean. I am afraid of my life right now, to be honest.
Okay. Everyone in the court needs to stand up, put your hands up, and
Huh?
the only thing I'm looking for is weapon. If you have any drugs, you will not be arrested.
I have a gun.
Okay.
Not in this
You're
courtroom.
gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to put the gun in the vehicle.
Why would
Put it
I
in the vehicle and come back in.
Okay, look.
We've already had 2 assassination attempts in this courthouse.
You okay, Your Honor?
Yes, I'm
I
fine.
don't know.
I'm EMS.
I don't know you.
I am EMS.
It doesn't matter.
Sir.
I understand. I understand, doctor, but we do not have firearms other than officers.
Okay, fine.
If you want to hand it to an officer temporarily to hold on to it, that's fine.
Give it to me. I put it in my car. Put the car in the garage.
Okay. Would you like to give me your weapon temporarily, sir?
I mean, you might die and my shit gets stolen. I go put my shit in my car.
I mean, you can go put it in your car.
Yeah,
Just
I'll be back.
make sure he's checked on the way back in. Sir, do you have any firearms on you? Keep your hands up. Can you put your hands up for me?
I actually
Lock it,
fired my
man.
weapon for the first
The-
time today.
this wouldn't have had happened
The hell is
if the officer would have complied with arresting him on the
Okay.
first attempt.
We are.
We're ready to
You're
proceed?
good for firearms and.
All right. Continue with cross-examination so that we can then move to closing statements and deliberation.
I kind of lost track of what I was on, but okay.
Me too.
She had just talked about how she was being put in custody and she was continuing the game.
All right.
Oh, right, of course. And then I was outside, and when Officer Phoenix, Mr. Phoenix, whatever, took me outside to do the trading of me for the other officer that was under under custody or whatever. And then he let me go. And then Cash let the officer go. And instead of him uncuffing me, he just took the officer and uncuffed him. And so as we were walking away, they shot at us. Our backs were turned. And so I ran for cover behind the vehicle because obviously I was handcuffed and I didn't want to get shot. Before that, I was able to get in contact with Miss Cash via radio, and she had told me that she had asked for 2 demands: free passage for me, and I think it was the LS special.
Was those demands agreed upon with the officers?
Yes, they were. That's why they were gonna trade me for the officer that was taken by Miss Cash.
Okay. So there was a free passage agreement.
Yes.
By the
which
officers.
which was not met.
All right. What transpired before all this happened? What was the reason behind holding the gentleman in the store hostage at the time?
The Kit Kats, as Miss Cash was saying, he took our Kit Kats, and we love our Kit Kats.
The person who was hostage at the store basically stole you guys' property, and that was the reasoning behind having him hostage until he returned your property, or rather than say
Yes.
that
somebody
property
come
of
upstairs?
Cash Per.
Watch the 2 up top.
Yes.
Okay. I'll
But
rest
we
at
meant
this time, Your Honor.
but we meant no harm to the civilian. We just
The gentleman in the black. The
Okay,
gentleman in the
I
black needs to
understand.
we just wanted our Kit Kats.
I understand. This time the defense will rest. The plaintiff will rest. The defense may proceed if he wants to cross-examine.
Defendant, would you like to cross-examine or waive?
Search them, make sure they don't have any firearms.
All right, you may step down.
I can't hear defense.
Do you have anything to add, Your Honor, to her?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'll waive.
Okay, that's
All right,
fine.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll proceed to the closing statements. Is the plaintiff providing one?
I am.
Please go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor, as we may have seen in the
Do you have any
actions
extra officers in coming
that
up to the
happened
court?
on that crucial night, intense night of shooting and police misconduct, as proven in the body cam, and as we take the testimonies of our witnesses or clients, if I may say, it shows and it proves that the officers had agreed initially on releasing the suspects and letting them go, and rather than
Just follow this road.
had got shot at by the officers, and that resulted in my clients being injured at the scene, and it has been proven to this court beyond a reasonable doubt that the actions taken by the Neon Police Department was negligence. And I rest, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to provide a closing statement or are you waiving?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have a closing statement.
Please do.
Like I said in my one of my opening statements, this defense is against me and against me. This lawsuit was done individually and not as a whole, as a PD department. I cannot defend anyone else's actions but myself. And in this case, not only did the defendants put themselves in jeopardy once by taking a hostage, they did it again by taking another hostage and starting a police and going on a police chase, putting their life in jeopardy, which ejected Casper out of the vehicle, harming herself. As for the exchange, I agreed to exchange. There was no mention of free passage at that time to me at any point, but I was not the person directly negotiating. I was only the person doing the handoff. I provided the handoff. I did not take any actions at that time of the handoff. I grabbed my officer. I uncuffed him as he asked. His actions have nothing to do with mine. Once the defense began to shoot towards my officer and myself, at that point I acted in self-defense and shot at the defendant over there. I did not. I did shoot directly towards the area of the other defendant, as I believed at the time she was not handcuffed. But none of my bullets connected, and I instantly stopped once I realized she was handcuffed, and directed the other officers to grab her as she was in cuffs. She was put down by a non-lethal weapon, which again was not my doing. But in that case, the non-lethal is a justifiable thing in case she decided to run and attempt this thing a third time with another hostage.
Your Honor, may I speak?
No, closing statement was provided for.
I rest, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel, it appears to the court that your client wishes to address the court.
Yes. I will allow it, Your Honor.
Objection, my Honor.
What's the basis?
We've already gone into closing statements, and the defense has already rested.
Sustained. All right. All right. Very well. The court has heard both sides. The court has examined evidence, exhibits, and has carefully and thoroughly examined each and every submission from every party. The court will take into account, first and foremost, that the two main individuals that should be present are not. The court will enter a judgment of default against them based upon the evidence the court has received today. The court, however, provides the following rationale as to how it reached the judgment that it did, and will provide it now. The claims that were uttered in this case today, amongst the many, several were along the lines of wrongful imprisonment, injury to a custody-placed individual, and the court does find that one of the plaintiffs was injured while in the custody of the police department. There is absolutely no excuse as to why any body in custody should sustain any injuries, for their safety is your first priority. Everything, however, is taken into account, and taken into account the circumstances relating the incident. It puts the court in a very, very tough spot. Nonetheless, that's what the court is here for. Was it justified that the plaintiff was shot at, injured, while in custody? No, that was not justified. Is the evidence supportive of the defendant injuring the plaintiff? No. There is no evidence directly that any harm was sustained as a cause of the defendant's shooting. However, there is evidence that the injuries sustained were caused at the hands of Maria Sanchez. And there is evidence that the other officer injured another plaintiff. For those reasons, the court also, in fact, must take into account the circumstances mitigating and vice versa. And reaches the following judgment. Officer Khalil Phoenix is released of all claims under this suit as a defendant, having no material participation or evidence thereof, of having directly or indirectly causing any physical harm to either of the plaintiffs, and thereby releases any claims made against him, as he retains his police qualified immunity and was acting directly as required of a sworn peace officer otherwise. However,
Can't hear anything you're saying, DJ.
as per the other two defendants, the court will take into account that the officer has been fired for these allegations. However, that's not going to remedy the sustained harm. Plaintiff counsel, what is the name of those officers?
Maria Sanchez, and the other officer, if I'm not mistaken, was Sarik. 1 second, Your Honor.
Please do verify.
The other officer name is Tarik Harago.
How do you spell Sarik? How do you spell Sarabo?
Z as in zebra, A as in apple, R as in random, I as in indigo, and T as in Tom. Last name Harago, Harry, apple, random, apple, go, O.
Thank you.
The letter O.
All right. The court does find Maria Sanchez.
You may need to be quiet back there.
The court does find ex-officer Maria Sanchez guilty of the alleged police excessive force and grants the plaintiff with the total amount of $100,000 to be paid immediately and directly by the defendant. This monetary exchange must be in the form of restitution paid to either the plaintiff directly or the plaintiff's attorney within the next 5 hours. Failure to restitute said amount, a warrant will be issued to their name, a warrant without expiration, until the debt is fulfilled. As to Officer Sarit Harago, the court does find guilt beyond a reasonable doubt as proven by the submitted evidence, and hereby orders said officer to restitute $150,000 in the amount previously mentioned, payable within the next 5 hours to either the plaintiff directly or the plaintiff's attorney, thereby a totaling of $250,000 total in restitution amount. The court will further order that Sarit Harago, in order to fulfill his obligations as a peace officer, must be retrained in his official duties and functions, and to be placed under a non-paid suspension until said training is fulfilled. It is so ordered, ladies and gentlemen. Court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Cool
you,
one,
Your Honor.
Officer. Nothing personal.
I mean, I'm happy I didn't lose, so I'm good. I was here for myself, right?
Yeah, that was a great one. That was a great
Although
one.
I think I could have defended Maria, but I didn't have to.
Well. You can't defend nobody that's not here. So, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, just know that Maria's the new district attorney.
Yeah, I know. As a matter of fact, lady, you will be receiving a total sum of 300,000. 100,000 by Maria, and the other 200,000 by the other officer. You might split it between y'all two. That's up to y'all. That's not my business. I already charged for my services, and I wish you guys the best. I try my best to do the best. So take care and be safe. Indeed, I would need to talk to y'all because let me see. Let me just talk to y'all real quick right over here. Yeah. Away from everybody. So the other officer, one of the officers, three other officers are countersuing you guys. The Maria and the other one will be dismissed automatically since they lost, and it was proven without a reasonable doubt that they were guilty. As per the other officer, just kind of got let go, which in fact I think he didn't really do much. He only tried to do what is best in his knowledge to defend his people, because that's how they run. Yeah, but how can we prove it? So it's like we couldn't prove that. If we had like some sort of body cam where it showed that he knew the whole negotiation and he put everything in danger, even at that, I think still don't. No, but I don't think it still gives enough for him to even be charged for anything where, you know. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand, but the fact that the other officer opened fire gave him grounds to shoot because he's defending his gang, basically. Remember, police officers are gang. It's like a gang affiliation between them. They defend each other. It's like if we run a gang, we're gonna defend our people no matter what. So that's how they run. It's the same shit. Yeah, he could have called in the radio for stand down. Especially since I think he was higher than them. I'm not sure. He could have asked them to stand down since he already knew the demands. But it's like it's not really what we could do. There's not much we could do anyway. So he's gonna try counter suing you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna hire another lawyer or whatever the case may be. But whenever that happens, I'll let you guys know. Keep you posted, and I would it free of charge, anyways, because I don't like these motherfuckers, anyways. I don't like them anyway. So yeah. No problem. Okay. All right, ladies, stay safe. All right. Oh, got you. I got you. I got you. Take care. All right. All right. All right, ladies. All right. No problem. When are you gonna ask? Actually, not ask, but demand that we get some locks in this motherfucking doors.
I've done that multiple times. They say they are doing it, but I'm still to wait for that. They have not added it.
Well, if you may show them what that transpired tonight,
Right.
maybe would encourage them to do so.
Right. You have, in order to draft, let me give you a sample, or an example rather, so you can edit. Without that, which is required to post. That's in...
Oh, I thought that would be you. Your judgment.
Oh, you drafted.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, sir. Been working last 2 days. Oh, right. So here's the link. Just save us a copy and then upload to your Google Drive so that you can so you don't alter this one, because this one's
that was a
for...
good trial, though. That was a good trial. Better than Grant. That's a fact.
Well, of course.
Grant had never seen that kind of role play.
Well, when I was there, they do. Do you see that on the case, on the ticket? Take a look.
I'm looking at it.
Quickly, so I can delete it from here, because that...
Oh, let me save it. Hold on.
Yeah, you go to File, Download, and then the format you would
Already got it. Already got it.
Okay, very good. Let's delete it from here, and then you just have to find those officers.
And where you want me to draft this at the same ticket?
Yeah, just drop it in. Drop the link inside the ticket, so I can sign.
That works for me.
Okay. Have they paid you?
Yeah, they paid me when they hired me.
How much did they pay?
50,000 each.
Okay. How many trials have you done so far?
How many what?
Trials have you done so far?
This was my second one. Third one.
Third
one. Yeah. The other ones we did it in PD.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Here's your payment. What's your lucky number?
385.
385.
Nice.
Now, I do believe.
Yeah, I owe you some money.
Yes.
Wait. I gotta. We owe you 9. That'll be. Wait. That'll be. Te di 94.
You gave me 1.
93. No te di.
You gave me $1, literally.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Wait, hold on. 93. 0. There it is. Should be there. Okay.
So
creo que son 5,000. No. 7,000.
Okay, hold
Te lo doy cuando te vea ya la próxima.
No, hold on. 25. Okay. All right. Take this. Since you said it was 3. And pay me from there.
Oh.
That makes no sense, but...
Yeah, that really didn't, but okay.
Well, it does for me, because that's money I'm taking from DOJ.
Oh, cool. Ahí está.
Thank
Ya no
you.
te debo. No te debo ya.
Let me go deposit this right now.
Tú deberías de guardar ese footage, bro. I opened fire too. Like, fuck.
But well, they sent him off. Did they not? Did they find out what his name was?
No,
I don't think that. Did they send him off?
I don't know.
Because I don't see any police reports that would usually.
Call them.
They did not do it. What the fuck? Hold on.
Contact them.
PD, what happened with the individual that murdered a whole bunch of people in the courthouse? Whatever happened to him?
Apparently, either F8'd or found a way to glitch through the hospital because there was no EMS on, so they had to
Oh,
book him in.
there is a fucking ATM here. The fuck,
I
I
have
was
his
looking for
name.
it.
I have body cam footage of him shooting. So if you want to put out if I can get you the name, I can maybe we can put out a warrant for his arrest.
No, that is a Bible affair issue. So that it needs to be sent up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you want to
I
do it, or
think
you
they
want
will
me
never
to do
see
it?
this again.
Send me the footage and I'll do it.
Okay, you'll have to give me a little bit. I'll send you
Awesome.
tonight. Though. Supposed to be at an event right now. Gunner, you had me scared for a bit there. By the way, I thought I was.
You should create.
That's normal. People think my questions and the way I use reasoning that I'm gonna use it against them. No.
Your closing statement was very.
You should create a
it started off
template
very
for
rough
all these kind of
heated.
documents that we
My head.
need to file.
Say that again. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Said your closing statement. It started out very against me, and it felt very heated. I felt very heated during that part, and then you changed tune, and I was like, oh.
Right. All right. Thank you to those that provided service for the court. If any of you are still around and would like to receive compensation for your efforts and time, you're welcome to drop by the courthouse.
You hear that, guys? Free money. Get there.
I'm going there now.
Déjame darle algo de dinero a esta gente estúpida.
You should create a template for all the documents that we need to file, especially that
They
one that
are.
you just sent me.
There is.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
Well, you need to look harder.
Yeah. I'm start working on that right now.
There were 1, 2. Okay, how long did this? How long was the hearing?
An hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
They call me?
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas love money.
Mm-hmm.